Hi! Welcome back to another Christmas project video. Today I'll be making a tea light holder shaped like a little fireplace mantle. Now the first thing I need to do is make a plug in the size of a tea light so that I have a place to mount it later when I finish the project. I have this little lidded jar that I made a long time ago, and it seems to be the perfect size. So I'm just going to fill this up with my 2-part NicPro silicone rubber, and we'll use that to make the plug. Now I'm going to add also a little bit of mica powder to it just to color it. That's entirely optional, of course. I just thought it might help me find it easier later on when it's in storage, should I need it again in the future. I'm just pouring this into the little resin jar, and I will leave that to cure for a few hours at least. I went ahead and left it overnight to cure, and now I'm just removing it from the jar. It's being a little problematic to remove, so I'm going to spray it with some alcohol to try and loosen up that suction. And with the added help of a popsicle stick, I finally get it to budge. There we go, one perfectly useful silicone plug. I recently found this square coaster mold at my local Hobby Lobby, and I think this will be great as our base. I'm going to press the silicone plug onto the mold nice and tightly so that there's no gap beneath it. Now I'll mix up some of my Brea Reese mix-to-mold ceramic resin powder. I'm spraying the mold first with a little bit of alcohol to hinder any bubbles that may form when I pour the mix-to-mold in. And just for good measure, I'll go around the edges with a silicone stir stick just to make sure that there are no bubbles. Now I'll go ahead and make the mantelpiece, also using white ceramic resin. Okay, I'll go ahead and leave these to cure overnight. Alright, now I'll go ahead and remove them from the mold and see how they turned out. Due to the shape of the silicone plug that I made, I have some ceramic resin around the bottom edge here that may cause a problem, but that will be easily fixed here in just a moment. This is called a deburring tool. It's often used in machining shops to clear out debris of holes that have been drilled. But what I'm going to be using it for here is just to easily clear off this excess ceramic resin. The blade spins in the tool, and so it makes it very easy to use. You can buy them online for just a couple of bucks. There, that fits much better now. Now let's demold the fireplace. I'm going to use hot glue to mount it right here, just in front of the candle. Here's a little trick I've learned. If you heat the end of a new glue stick and then attach it to the back of the glue stick that's already inside the glue gun, you won't have a gap between the two. They fix firmly together, and it's like one long continuous glue stick. There we go. There's the base of our decorative tea light. Now to add some ornamentation. I found some really adorable buttons at Hobby Lobby shaped like little Christmas stockings. I think they'll be really cute hanging above the fireplace. But I do need them to lay flat, so I'm going to snip this little buttonhole off with a pair of wire cutters. Now I'll use my glue gun to just adhere them right above the fireplace. There we go. Isn't that cute? I think it's a nice start. I also found this tiny little wreath ornament for miniature Christmas trees. You find so many neat things for resin in the miniature Christmas tree ornament section. There we are. So far, so good. Now I'll add this cute little Christmas tree to the right of the fireplace. I also tried to find some little presents to add to the miniature, but I couldn't find any I liked, so I'm just going to make some. I have this really old square bead mold that I think will be the right size, but first I have to cut out these bead hole makers. I'll go ahead and do that on 3 of them because I think 3 presents will be sufficient. I'm going to color the presents with Pearl X mica powder in Red Russet, Aztec Gold, and Duo Green Yellow. I'm using a makeup brush for this to ensure that they're coated very well. Now I'll use some Pearl X mica powder in the shade Micro Pearl to add to my resin to tint it a soft, sparkly white, and I'll pour this into the mold. I'm filling the red and green presents up all the way, but I'm only going to fill the gold present up about halfway, just for some added variety. While the presents are curing, I need to make some little bows for them. I found these little bow-shaped beads at my craft store as well, and I'm not real thrilled about the color that they currently are, but I think I can fix that. I think I want one of them to be silver, so I'll use these silver paint markers to color it. There we go, that was easy. I just love paint markers. I want the other two to be red and green, so I'm reverting to acrylic paint for these. My green acrylic paint bottle had a clog, hence why my fingers are now green. Hey, if my fingers are now artificially green, does that mean I'll have good luck with artificial plants? Okay, I'll leave those for a while to dry. Now, this next little part is optional, but I kind of want a flamey effect around the candle to make it look a little bit more like a bona fide fireplace. So I'm spreading some UV resin out onto this little silicone mat that I have. Just a thin bead of it is enough. I'm going to take the silicone tool and spread it upwards in well, kind of a fire pattern really. Some shorter and some longer. Now I'll cure that for about 30 seconds. I don't want to cure it for too long because I want it to still be flexible. Now because it's still flexible, I can peel it off pretty easily, and I'm just going to wrap it around this alcohol ink bottle to form it into a circle. Now I'll finish curing it for about a minute. And there we go. We have a little ring shaped like flames. But it still needs some work. You can see here how it flickers with the flame of the candle as it reflects the light. I'm going to color it now with this red, orange, and yellow marker, and these are just regular old craft markers, the alcohol-based stuff. I'm not using paint markers because I'd still want the light to shine through it. I'm blotting some of the marker off with a paper towel because I want some of the color to be more even and organic. And I'm also using a little bit of alcohol spray to achieve that effect as well, to give it sort of a dappled look. I'd like to take this moment to thank all of my subscribers. You've really helped my little channel grow, and I appreciate all of you very much. I think my little fireplace needs a rug, so I'm using a mixing cup and a little fine pin to make a half-moon shaped piece of felt. I'll just use this red paint marker to add some little holly berries. Okay, now I'll just adhere it with a little bit of hot glue. I went ahead and assembled the little presents. These lines around the sides of the boxes to mimic ribbons are actually just paint marker. I just used a tiny dot of hot glue to adhere the bows. Now I'll use more hot glue to adhere the presents. And there we go, everything's glued in place. I'll try to put all the links in the description for you if I can find them. There's also a link to buy me a coffee in the description, and if you decide to do so, know that all of the proceeds will go directly back into the channel. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. Happy holidays!